What's up, team? If you're new here, stick around. We're going to talk about what is a guitar solo? What does that even mean? Drop in the comments. If you've never commented, just put in there. Let's have some discussion. What is a guitar solo? What does it even mean to play a solo or whatever we want to label it? To me, it's just making music. So let's have some fun. I'm going to spitball this, no charts. We don't need no stinking charts. And at the end of the video, I want me to tell me what this cloud looks like to you, okay? Drop a comment. What do you see there? All right. A major, okay? Of course, I'm going to throw a curveball. B minor, G to A. Gotta have context, okay? Now, what would you do if I said you're here with me right now, I'm going, I'm going to take the solo, man. What would you do? Not only that, where would you go, but what would be your framework for it? Now, here's the tricky part. This is the chord progression to where the verse comes in for the song Sublime, Bad Fish. It's in D major, even though we're starting in its A mixolydian, which is the key of D major. So really, really fast, and I've got tons of videos, and I'll keep doing it, because you guys know I got to jam a little theory down your down your gullets. All right, so if you look at a chord progression, A, okay, I could think of that, if I thought of this as the one chord, and B minor, the two chord, that makes sense, because the two chord is minor in a major scale. So that's the parent scale for everything, that's the blueprint. But when I go to G, I'm like, oh wait, there's no G in the key of A major, it can't be A major, but where there is a G, is if I go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Instead of playing this G sharp, because we have a G, we got to flat that. So right away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I flat the 7th. That one move alone tells me that this is A mixolydian, okay? You'll connect the dots on this later, and for a lot of you, that just sounded like I went blah, 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 blah. You'll get it. Stick with me. Hit that like button, hit subscribe. You know what to do. All right, so we're in the key of D, but we're going to think of what can I solo over this A chord? Well, huge thing you need to know, I'm going to hammer this till the end of time, is this is a triad, A, C sharp, E, and look, it's right inside that bar chord. Oh, how handy. So you ever hear people saying a perfect way to start soloing or noodling productively or getting some ear training over chord is use the triads that are right inside the chord. So for example, if you were here in this backyard with me and you're going, if I were going, you could go, I just did stuff in the triad. Is guitar solo to my head just a part? So what if you just arpeggiated it like a, okay? So we'll move forward and we'll come back and we'll loop back and then we'll get you on your way. I am tuned standard, so just follow along, okay? B minor bar chord, okay? Same thing, that triad's right there. I'm staying on the same string set. So there's the B minor triad. I am barring right there on the 7th fret on the the G and B strings. Here's the root on the D string on the 9th fret, okay? So there's your B minor triad. So you go, okay? Now, again, here's the other thing, your framework, right? You need to know, you have to have these light bulb moments, you have to connect the dots. So right here too, I know there's that wankable, noodleable B minor pentatonic, okay? So you could do a little lick in there. So, okay, so just a little lick out of the pentatonic, or I could stay to the triad. Again, you're in charge of this thing, so you do what you wish. Do what brings you happiness and makes you feel like, oh, I kind of dig that. Put it in your catalog. Okay, let me go to the G. Same thing, G bar. Here's that triad, same shapes. The major triad shape on the D, G, and B strings, I'm talking about, when I say the D, G, B, and D, G, B strings, I'm talking about a string set. I'm referring to the open strings. So meaning I'm playing G, B, D. Those are the notes in the triad, G, B, D, but we're playing it on the D, G, B string set. That one's a little tricky, okay? Okay? You could also do something, let's go back to the beginning. Let's say we're looping around the second time through. Just give yourself like 2 to 3 go-to points and build out from there. You gotta walk before you can run. So let's say we're playing A major. What if you did something more like a bass player? And this could be what your solo is, whatever your definition of solo is. So what if you went, so all I did there, I didn't do anything beyond the E, A, and D strings. In the next couple days, I'm going to shoot a video. It's called what I call the split method, where you split the scale into 2 sets, chunk it. So in this case, this would be the first set on just the E, I, D strings. I didn't go beyond there. I could have played the A mixolydian scale all the way through, but I didn't, okay? So what I did is I just stayed on these strings. I played like a bass player. So if I'm playing this, you're going like this. Okay, and when I go to the B minor, you're going, and sing it a little bit, beatbox it. Rhythm is always king, always, no debate on that. G. I love that move. You got to add that one. Check it out. All this is instead of just staying on the E and A strings and going 1, 3, 5, G, B, D, I do the triad twice like this, G, B, D, and then I go boom, right there, G, B, D. Okay, I'm still working on getting it back cleanly, but watch. So you see that? Now if you want, I'll just show you the top part of A mixolydian, and then you can run with this, okay? We'll be done with this, all right? So A mixolydian, A, okay, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G, back to D. So okay, don't also, here's another thing that's super important. Rhythm, just what you're not playing, just the rate, every instrument's a drum set, right? If you just that becomes a part of your solo too. That's a part of your vibe, a part of your style, a part of your mojo. That's something you're gonna want. There's a big difference between going like a beginner might be like, which is cool, not knocking it. But somebody who's a little more advanced might go rake the strings and slide. There's just more vibe, more mojo, and it takes a little more technique, yeah, but this is what I'm trying to connect for you guys and get you to, all right? So the whole chord progression, let's do like a little intro, okay? And then we'll do like the bass, kind of like the bass line part, outlining the chord progression with like the low end. That could be a solo. And then, because sometimes the best solos are just parts, right? There's the solos that are played live and never played that way ever again. Then there's the ones you kind of play and they become like an integral part of a song, like the ear candy, the hooks that people want to hear. So like, okay, so you see what I'm doing there? I'm just improvising, but I always have a framework or a go-to point. So if you bite off more than you can chew, you're not going to really be able to commit anything to memory and make it useful for you, all right? So just make sure you hang out right here. If you just get this A, see if you can do a little lick out of the triads. See a little bend. Those little microtonal bends sound amazing once you kind of start, your ear knows where to put them. See, all I did there is I went to the triad and then I did a little piece of what's in the pentatonic. Again, places I know where to go. I know they're there. I'm not thinking I'm going to do that. I just know they're there and I use them. And then okay, you guys get what I'm getting at here? We didn't even go to the D chord. All right. So you guys, just have fun with guitar. Look, guitar's hard. Okay, so if you're watching this and you haven't played for very long, just trust me. Stick with it. Grind, grind, grind. Put in the work, and it's so worth it. I feel sorry for people that don't play guitar. Of course, we're all a little biased, but I mean, come on, man. This thing is amazing. What brings you more joy than a guitar? What's better in your life than having a passion for something you love doing and trying to get better at it? I mean, to me, that's the essence of being a human, just trying to learn. And where did our cloud go? Like, what? left there. Anyways, all right, I said enough. Wanted to keep this under 10 minutes. So tell us, what's a guitar solo? Drop jellyfish, your favorite sea creature, in the comments. Tell us where you're watching from. Just don't stop. Keep going. Only you can stop you. I will see you in the next video. Peace.